Okay, here we go. We're live. Hi, everyone. Okay, let's just fix this real quick. Perfect. All right, so hi, everyone. I am attorney Jenner Hines. I am a lawyer here in Miami, Florida, and I'm very passionate about helping professionals like myself who are in high stress professions like lawyers, doctors, business people to find joy and meaning in their life by using the techniques and the information available to us in order to implement and make real lasting change. Things like finding our purpose and reducing stress, making more money, of course, while still being able to live a happy and fulfilled experience in our jobs, yes, of course, but also in our lives overall. So, thank you for joining me, and I hope that what I'm about to share today ends up being impactful and helpful for you. And if it is, please let me know. Please let me know how else I can help. And feel free to share this with anyone else who you think could benefit. So, the thing that I came on to talk about today is in working with and talking with people, have come to this realization that what is blocking so many professionals from trying to do something about their situation, and there are quite a few reasons that I've discovered, but one of the main reasons is that people just tend to think they can't change. People tend to think that, oh, this is the way it is, or I've always been like this. I've always been super high strung. I've just always been the type of person who is type A and go, go, go. I just can't relax. Like, the meditation stuff doesn't work for me. Oh, yeah, that mindset stuff doesn't work for me. Oh, I don't believe in spirituality. Like, I'm not into that kind of stuff. Um, and they would just think, like, yeah, even if they want to do it, even if there are moments in their lives where they feel like, maybe this isn't optimal, maybe this is not best for me in terms of maintaining health, maintaining relationships, being able to have work life balance. Oh my gosh, the work life balance thing is such a huge deal. But people just think they just can't do it, and maybe they'll do a little bit, maybe they'll take a quick class, or they'll download an app and do a quick meditation, but then they might like it for a while, but they end up going back to old habits. And so never seeing any real change and reinforcing the idea that the real change is never going to come. It's not possible. It's unattainable. It's not a real thing. It's just, gimmick people use to sell stuff, right? But I am here to tell you that if you're feeling that way, and if you're in that position, that you are wrong and you're not that special. And when I say you're not that special, what I mean is that you're a human being, and there are certain things that are just common for human beings. So your feeling stress is a characteristic of you being a human being. All of us feel stress. All of us experience stress. Everybody, unless you have some kind of, deficiency in terms of your mental health, or you have some genetic defect, you are going to be able to feel stress. And you're going to experience stress at some point in your life, whether it's as a result of physical stimulus or mental, emotional. We all experience that. That is a part of being human. But also, being able to change is also a part of being human. Neuroplasticity is a characteristic of humans. Our neocortex that we have as Homo sapiens is something that's common to all of us. Yes, of course, There are exceptions, but you are not the exception. If you're watching this video, if you are a professional, if you work in these fields, you go to work every day and you have normal interactions and you lead a normal life, you're probably not the exception. So, how is it that you are not finding success with this? I'm going to tell you. It's not because you're so special and you're so different and that this kind of thing won't work for you. It's because, first of all of this has been developed. We don't know every single thing about the human body, but we know a whole lot about the human body. We know about our brains and how they work. We understand how chemicals work in our body, or a lot of it we do. We understand how, our body responds to certain things. And we have studies, we have evidence. These things have been tested and they're continuing to be tested, and the science is always developing. But based on what we know right now, there are formulas for this. So if you are wanting to make a change in your life, all you have to do is be a human and follow the formula. That's it. There is no magic, it's not we're waiting on God to come down from the heavens to help us. It's not necessary. You are a human being. There is a formula. If you follow the formula, you will have the result. It's like a recipe, right? You have the ingredients, you follow the recipe, you get the result. Providing that the ingredients are consistent, providing that the methods are consistent, provided that everything along the chain is the same, it's going to work, right? That's how companies like McDonald's can produce the same product over and over again. That's how everything you buy in a store is able to be produced over and over and over again over days and months and weeks and years and still have the consistent end product. We are not applying your individual life, your individual circumstances. We are applying the method that works for Homo sapiens. All you have to do is be a human. So, why has it not worked before? I think you probably can already tell where I'm going with this. But the reason why a lot of people don't see results when they try to make changes, especially big changes in their lives, is mostly because they're not following the formula exactly. So if you go, right, we know meditation is a very powerful tool. If you go and you start a meditation journey and you're using that meditation to change something in your life, it can work for some people. And sometimes, you may see that it's worked for someone to an extent. But meditation has never been the full formula for much. So, meditation is the full formula for meditation. But if you are trying to make a change in your life, for example, you find that you're somebody who has road rage, right? This is an example I'm pulling from out of thin air. But say you're a person who struggles with road rage, and that's the thing you're trying to change in your life. Yes, you can meditate and you can meditate amazingly well, right? But if all you're doing is meditation, what happens in the moments where you come out of your meditation and you get back into your car and something happens while you're in your car? The meditation alone is not enough. You also have to be able to practice mentally what you're going to do the next time this happens. You may also need to change the music you're listening to your car if it's a trigger for you because it's the same genre that you've listened to in the 10 other car accidents you've been in. Again, example out of thin air, okay? You may also need to change the way that you drive. You may need to slow down more. That may be something that you need to add to your formula to get the result of not getting into a road rage incident. Oh my gosh, I see this so many times with clients that I have that I work in criminal defense, and I work with a wide variety of people. And I see all the time when people get themselves into situations, and, of course, I come in and I'm helping them get out of it. And I tell them, like, hey, listen, you can't do this anymore. I may be able to get you out of it this time, but the next time, they're not going to be so lenient. The judge is not going to be so lenient. The state attorney is not going to be so lenient the next time that this happens. And when I explain that to people, they are very, very much wanting to change, but then they go back and put themselves in the same environment. You have to follow the full formula. The full formula exists together to bring the results, and you just can't guarantee you're going to get the same McDonald's burger. Oh, I have a lot of analogies. I'm sorry. I'm like going all over the place with the analogies. But you're not going to get the same McDonald's burger if you don't use the same cheese. You may get a good burger, you may even get a better burger, but you're taking a risk, and you're investing time, you're investing ingredients into trying to get this specific result. So why not just follow the formula? And another thing that people will feel is like the formula is too hard, or big one is that they don't exactly know or understand what the formula is. You need to find a place where you can learn this formula, where you can get this formula in a way that's digestible for you. So find a program, find a teacher. Don't just go on YouTube or TikTok, clicking on stuff, watching one video from this person and one video from this person, trying to piece it together and trying to implement what this person says and what that person says. Get a formula. Get one formula from one place, follow it properly, and you will get the result. Believe me, it works 100% of the time. When people set their minds to change and they do what it takes to change, the change will happen. You, again, you're not that special. You're not an alien. You're a human being. So while for some people, it may be easier, they may already have some part of the formula already embedded in them based on something they experienced or whatever. The only way to really know you're going to get your results is if you follow it. I am past the point. I used to do that where I would read a bunch of books. When I had something in my life I wanted to change or work on, I would read a bunch of books. I would listen to a bunch of podcasts. I would follow a bunch of people. But I realized what actually worked is when I took the money, whatever the money was, and I invested that into a program, into somebody who I believe could get that result for me, and I followed what they laid out for me. That's just the way it works. And so I hope this is encouraging for you. Number one, for you to realize that your difficulty with change is not because you are special and special in a bad way. It's not because you're inferior. It's not because you can't. It's not because you're not good at this. It's not because something happened to you that's never happened to any other person and now it's none of that. You are a human being. You can do this. I know that you can do it. So all I need is for you to know that you can do it and invest in the thing and get it done. So thank you so much. I hope this video inspires you, encourages you to go after that thing that you have been wanting to do, that maybe you've tried to do and haven't been successful at. I am in the process of creating a an offer, or a I want to create something that can go even farther than these videos go. I will be putting it together soon, and I will leave the link down below. So just look out for that. You can go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to keep encouraging you and keep giving you information, keep sharing my life experiences in order to help you grow. And as I'm able to put these things together to give you more of a package of what could make some lasting change in your life, I hope that you will stick around. And I hope that everybody is able to benefit from this. I hope that we all can, find the things that we want out of life and move towards them without the doubts and without the fears and without the thinking that you can't do it, and that it's so difficult and it's out of reach. Because I truly, truly believe, as somebody who has come from so far and has created a life for myself, a lot of times um, the hard way, a lot of times through so much trial and error, and with a lot of self doubt. I just know that if we can all just believe in ourselves, like, we can go so much farther as a society, especially in America. Oh my gosh. So yeah, leave down in the comments below if this has benefited you, if there's anything else you want to hear from me. And thank you so much for joining me, and take care.